Hey y'all, it's Sabrina. So I am back with a video. I know it's been over a year since I have uploaded. About 7 or 8 months ago, I did a little short where I told you guys I was coming back, but a lot has happened since I last uploaded a video, so I'm going to talk about it very briefly. I'll put a timestamp where the video actually starts and I start talking about books. But for those of you that want to hear like where I've been and what I've been up to, then just go ahead and keep on watching. So it kind of like boggles my mind that I keep getting subscribers even though I haven't uploaded in a year. So it kind of feel like some of you were wanting me to come back to BookTube and make videos. You know, these are the shelves that I've had since the very beginning of my channel. They've been with me through a lot, and so I'm just here to kind of, update you guys on what's going on. So long story short, in the last like year and a half or two, I've gone through a lot in my personal life. So I, first of all, got divorced. I was married for like 10 years. I got married super young, 10 out of 10, do not recommend. And it was like the hardest thing I've ever had to go through because I have a son, who is going to be 3 now. And, I have to share him with his dad. And so that's been really hard, just having to figure out custody. And I struggle with a lot of mental health problems. I don't really want to get into it because I feel like everybody struggles with mental health issues. I feel like mine are kind of a lot. And I'm not really in a place to talk about it right now because I'm currently still dealing with trying to heal. So, yeah, so I got divorced and then I ended up moving into this apartment that I'm in right now. And I've been here for almost a year now. So, it's just been a lot that I've been dealing with. And so, now I still don't even feel like I'm in a place where I can upload consistently. I mean, I'm gonna try and make videos because I do feel like talking about books and interacting with you guys and reading is one of my hobbies and passions that puts me in a good mental health space. So that's the goal. I can't ever promise anything. Since the beginning of my channel, I've never been able to upload consistently. I think the longest I've been able to upload consistently is for a few months. And then, I kind of take a break and come back. It's just really hard for me to do that. But I'm definitely going to try. I still am struggling in my personal life. I'm not gonna lie. Right now I live in Utah and I've been in Utah for the last like 12 years, ever since I was married, but I'm originally from Texas and my family is in Texas. I'm up here all by myself except for me and my son. And so right now I'm at a crossroads. My mental health is struggling severely, and so I'm really considering going back home to Texas to be with my family. Which means I have to figure out custody with my ex. But I don't know. If I can't figure out a custody situation with my ex, then I'm definitely gonna stay in Utah. And if that's the case, then hopefully I can upload more consistently, but honestly I don't know. So anyway, that's pretty much what's going on with me. If you want to hear me talk about all the books that I am planning to read for the next month, then go ahead and keep on watching. Okay, so the first book I'm going to talk about is Merchant of Death by DJ McHale. This is the Pendragon series, and this is actually a series that was suggested to me by my boyfriend. He said that it was one of his favorite series as a kid, and it is a middle grade. I am about like 75% of the way through the book, and so far I'm enjoying it. I actually own some of the books from the series, and I didn't even realize that I did. And so yeah, I've been reading it for like 4 months though, so my plan is to finish it this month and then do a wrap up at the end of April. Okay, the next book that I'm in the middle of reading that I want to finish for the month of April is The Four Winds by Kristen Hanna. So I really love Kristen Hanna's books. I fell in love with her writing a couple summers ago when I read The Nightingale. That was like my first introduction into Kristen Hanna. And since then I've read like 3 of her books, and I'm reading The Four Winds, which is not at all what I expected. But if you don't know, Kristen Hanna she mostly writes about like historical fiction things. And this particular book, The Four Winds, is about, it's set in the early 1900s, like the 1920s and 30s in America, during the Great Depression. And I think it's the Great Depression. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, and so it's set in Texas mostly, and it follows this family. Well, it follows this girl who is part of a very conservative family, and one night she ends up having a rendezvous with a man and gets up pregnant, and of course they're not married, and so her family disowns her, and she goes to live with this family and, you know, becomes part of their family and, you know, raises her children with them. But times get really hard, and the crops and the farms that they live on stop producing, and so all of the families in Texas and all over the Midwest end up picking up their lives and moving west because they hear of work on the West Coast, like Oregon and California and Washington. And so the main protagonist picks up her family and goes to California in search of a better life. And so I'm about like also 75-80% done with this book. I'm really enjoying it. It is a lot of Kristen Hanna's books involve like some really like hard and sad things, and so but I feel like it really adds to it, and so I'm just really excited to finish it so that way I can talk about it at the end of the month. Okay, so the next book that I want to read for the month of April is A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. So I read ACOTAR, A Court of Thorns and Roses, this past month with my best friend, and of course I loved it. I read ACOTAR for the first time about 5 years ago. It is wild to me that 2017 was 5 years ago. Like, what? But my friend was like, I want to read something. I haven't read a good book in so long. And I'm like, bruh, you have to read ACOTAR if you've never read it. It's so good. I feel like anytime I'm in a reading slump, like Sarah J. Maas's books just gets me right out of it. And so we read ACOTAR, and now we're on ACOMAF, A Court of Mist and Fury. And so I'm so excited. This one is heavily like in the night court. So I'm really excited because I love Rhysand. He's my bae. Okay. And then the last book that I want to read is How to Kill Your Family. I forgot the name of the author, but it's about a girl who's in jail for, you know, killing somebody, but apparently she didn't kill this person, but she has killed other people but hasn't gotten caught. And me and my other friend really want to read this together. We want to start a book club. So I don't really know what to expect with this book. It was released last summer, I think, and so I don't feel like I've heard a lot about it on BookTube, but who knows? So I'm really excited about that one. So that is everything that I plan to read for this month. It was really nice, you know, catching up with you guys and talking to you. Hopefully I can upload another video soon. The next video will probably be me talking about my wrap up. So if you want to see something specific from me, let me know down below. I'll try my best to film more and give you guys more content, because at the end of the day, this is just a hobby for me. You know, I don't make any money off of it. I don't have a big enough following for that, but I do enjoy, you know, talking to you guys and interacting with you guys and reading books. Like, that's what this is all about. It's just like talking about my love of books. So anyways, hope you guys have a good Easter, and I'll talk to you very soon. Thanks for watching.